I was told to be upbeat, so I'll be upbeat on this one. The WNBA has an NIL problem. It's point blank, period. We look at the richest players who ever played in the WNBA, people like Sue Bird, people like Diana Taurasi, Brittany Griner, Skylar Diggins, Della Dawn. These players have $8 to $5 million. Sue Bird has the most, $8 million. These young ladies coming into the league now, Caitlin Clark on that list is already number 2. So all 28 years of WNBA, the second Caitlin Clark signed that contract, she was the second richest person in the league. Let that sink in. All the time of the league being around, the second Angel Reese signed that contract, she was the 4th richest in the league. The league has taken repercussions. They have decided, we're going to beat up the little white girl and beat up the big black girl too. You see videos of Caitlin Clark getting chunked around, and yeah, she fights back, she pushes. I'll give her credit for that. She's not going to just sit there and take it. You see Angel Reese getting chokeslammed and basically slapped aside the face, pushed, elbowed. Basically, that girl's basically in a one-way fight in the post every night. People like to compare the league, so I'm going to compare the leagues for you. The WNBA right now, I keep hearing about this, it's a physical league, physical. Okay, the NBA was physical in the 80s. You had Magic and you had Bird. But the rest of it was a bunch of physical people. You had the Pistons and the Knicks and the Sixers, and you had Cleveland and basically a lot of teams on the East Coast. Washington, New Jersey, they were all, Boston, extremely physical. Willing to fight at the drop of a hat. Because they didn't have skill. They had, I will fight for my teammate who has skill, or will not fight for a teammate who doesn't pay me right. But now with these ladies coming in here with NIL money, they're working on their skill more. So you're going to have more players come in who are like Caitlin Clarks, like Angel Reese. Like there's one coming in next year, Miss Johnson from LSU. She's a mixture of both. She got the jumper. She a dog. So it's going to be the maturity of the league to ask itself, are we going to stay being the physical, we have no talent, we're going to beat you up league? Are we going to evolve into what we truly are? Technical, flowing, basketball. I'll give you an example. I said the Pistons, right? Bill Laimbeer, Rick Mahorn, John Sally. They're not going to find a contract in the NBA this year. There's only one Draymond Green. There's only one Pat Bev. If they leave their teams, they will not find another home. This is what's going to happen. WNBA has a problem. It starts with the NIL, like I said. What it comes down to is the fact that these ladies are not going to come here and just be a punching bag because it's been the history of the league. Caitlin Clark said everything right on the news media and all the podcasts and all that good stuff. She said everything right. Angel Reese said everything right. These are your two lightning rods. I'm telling you, once next year hits and that second wave of these rich women enter into the league, and more of these women who are petty and mad, that they've entered into the league and immediately became the third or fourth richest person ever play in the league. It's going to be a different response. Because you can't keep telling somebody you want exposure, and somebody comes in there and they bring in more subscribers to their Instagram, to their Twitter, the TikTok, whatever you want to call it, than you've had as a league. Someone brings that in, you can't keep beating on them until they will start fighting back. You don't want that. I'm out.